Well, 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 well. Look at what we have here. 35 and 35, folks. Golden State Warriors lose tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I was watching that game like I was a Warriors fan. Yeah, I sat down with popcorn and everything. I wanted to see how this was going to turn out. I tell you what, this Stephen Curry, man. The shots he made in this game, only Steph Curry can make. Stephen Curry didn't want to lose this game. No, he didn't. You can tell the way he came out. I mean, the threes, the running through the lane, push shots. I mean, making a running in the lane push shot, like a jump shot push shot, making that look easy. That's not an easy shot, folks, I tell you. You basically can't even feel that shot. It's almost like a half-court heave. You running through the lane, your momentum's going. It's like a toss-up. He makes that look easy. But no, Steph Curry didn't want to lose this one, especially after Friday, dropping to the Pacers. They're in trouble now. They're in trouble. And I said I believe the Rockets are going to come up short in this play-in. I almost want to reposition myself. And the Warriors are really dropping some games late here that you don't really expect them to drop. They feel the pressure. Rockets are right there. Rockets can get them. The Rockets' schedule is favorable. And we're going to take a look at that. But I said, go ahead and run 10 games straight. They 2 from that. They took advantage of it. Now they can run the table. Because when I look at the schedule, yeah, you're going to have some teams in there. I know. They got OKC in there. They got some Minnesotas up in there. They got Golden State. And back to Utah's and some Portland's, right? But if you really look at this in the way they're playing right now, they're hot, they're sizzling. They can beat anybody right now. Anybody. Yeah, I think the pressure has gotten to Golden State. It's gotten to them. That's 2 straight they done dropped. That's exactly what Houston needed. Because right now they can reach out and touch them. That's how close they are. They can reach out and touch them. One more false move, and we can swap that 10 and 11. We can swap it. I really got to look down their schedule, see what they have left. Because their schedule might be a lot tougher than Houston Rockets coming down this stretch. And if y'all just give me a moment, I'm just going to take a quick peek here and see what the Golden State Warriors are looking like. Who are the Warriors playing after they just lost to Minnesota? Oh, the Miami Heat. See what I'm talking about? That could be 3 straight. Yeah, they got to go to South Beach. And that's going to be a dogfight. That's going to be a dogfight. So they can easily lose that game. After that, they play the Orlando Magic. Think about this, folks. They can go in a slump, and that's 2 games on the road. Heading to Florida, Miami Heat, and the Orlando Magic. That's a tough task, especially when you just lost 2 straight. And you're right in that 10th spot on the verge of losing it. They're feeling the pressure. Every game, they're feeling the pressure now. Rockets are playing free. They're playing inspired. Let's see what's going to happen after Florida. What's going to happen after Florida? This team could be in some deep trouble. Deep trouble. They play the Hornets. I expect them to get that, but they're fighting. They scrapping right now. They're trying to dig out of a hole. Just don't count on that. We're trying to look at some guarantees here. Then they play the Spurs after that in San Antonio. on NBA TV. That can kind of go either way, but I mean, the Spurs, they got some young talent, and if they get hot at the right time, playing at home, get that crowd involved, I think they could pull it out. It's just going to depend where the Warriors are at that point. And then after that, they got the Dallas Mavericks on TNT. They'll be playing at home, but they got the Dallas Mavericks. So you see what I'm saying? This last down stretch, Warriors can really fall off the table, and then there they go. They make their Florida run, and then they make their Texas run. Because right after San Antonio, they're playing yours truly, the Houston Rockets. So yeah, they can slide off this table. And then they play the Mavericks again. Houston have to fall off the map for them not to grab the 10th slot. As hot as Houston playing right now, they will have to fall off the map. That 10th spot is theirs for the taking. Golden State gonna lose some more games, folks. Just to let you know. They're gonna lose more than 2. And that's all the Rockets need to take that spot. Man, I'm sitting here telling you, look, I thought it was far-fetched. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't expect Golden State to be trying to find themselves while losing in the process. I thought they would crank it up, gear it up like a veteran championship squad. They are. But right now, they're lost. When you got Stephen Curry out there from pretty much tip ball, being aggressive, hoisting shots, taking it off the dribble, everything is high volume with him, that's when you know it's desperation. Because they are a team that shares the sugar. Everybody gets involved. It's about the offense, cutting, slashing, everybody getting their touches. So when you almost turn into one-on-one basketball with the Golden State Warriors, where Stephen Curry feel like he got to hoist some shots and shoot aggressively on threes and driving, yeah, they're in the funk. The trust factor is not there. They don't even really want to run that offense. Got some iron unkinds out there. And Stephen Curry say, I'm the star. If we gonna lose on my right hand. We gonna lose on my right hand.
You have a text message.
He hoisted some shots. They lost. Anthony Edwards. Now I see why Michael Jordan said that he reminds him of himself. You talk about raw talent. This guy is fine-tuned. See, I don't get to watch Anthony Edwards that often. Mostly highlights, but not really a full game, unless you know the Heat are playing him or the Rockets are playing him. Man, this guy here, you sit down and watch a full game with this guy, the way he moves across that floor, and the body control that he has, the pull-up jump shot, the confidence, the swagger. Oh yeah, Michael Jordan hit it right on the money. Out of all the players we have in this league right now, for Michael Jordan to pick him out and say, he reminds me of myself, that's a hell of a compliment. Hell of a compliment. But the guy has got raw talent. Do you hear me? Raw talent. He's like a hurricane when he gets his roll on. Do you hear me? A hurricane. I mean, you can get smacked with 10, 15 points in a 2-minute span by him quickly. From dunks to threes to driving to the lane, getting bumped with body control, laying it up, and he gets to wherever he wants to on the floor. Plays with a smile on his face. Yeah, raw talent. And you wonder why they gave him the money?
Yeah. Hold on. Shut down. Let's up on this. Give me the money. Done talking. Give me the money. You hear my dog barking. Give me the money. Done talking. Give me the money. Give me the money. Hey, 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 a check is fine. 1S, 2 lines, that is the dollar sign. Hey, 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 a check is fine. 1S, 2 lines, that is the dollar sign.
Oh yeah, you wonder why they gave him the money. Shit, he's bringing the money. Houston Rockets, man. I didn't have no doubt that Houston Rockets would take care of their business, do their part for us winning games. Now, for us this winning streak, after I looked at the schedule, I knew they could go on a winning streak. I knew it, at least 5 or 6, easy. Now we're going to flip that into 10, 12. God's willing, of course. Because the Warriors, they're fumbling the bag right now. And we're going to be right there to pick it up. So I'm looking at in about a half a week or a half a week, Houston Rockets should have that spot at number 10. No doubt about it. And it's going to be up to them once they have it to keep it. But once they get that spot, I don't think they'll lose it. Not the way they're rolling. Everybody on that team has their antennas up. They can smell it and they can taste it. Everybody's on the same violin string and they playing a tune. Jalen Green. The Rockets the other night, matter of fact, it's hard to even break down a game like that. What you saw the other night from the Houston Rockets is what every Houston Rocket fan or anybody that covered the Rockets, that's how you envision the Houston Rockets playing basketball. Since M.U. Doka came over as head coach, since they picked up these good veteran pieces, Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, Uncle Jeff, mixing in with the old, with the new, or the young, if you want to say that. This is how we envision them playing. Jalen Green and all. The way Jalen Green is playing right now, before he put on this Rockets uniform, that's how we envisioned him coming over here and playing, like being a superstar. And look, we're not going to put the carriage before the horse. We know a lot of things can happen from now to then. But right now, they got lightning in a bottle. And I'm just hoping nobody twists that cap open. This is looking too good. I haven't seen basketball play like this in a while. Well, a whole team concept, everybody's involved. The chemistry and the rhythm they got right now, offensively and defensively. Everybody's touching the ball. Everybody's scoring the ball. Smiles, laughs, and a look of, yeah, we know we can do this. We knew it all along. We were just waiting. Now is the time. You want to talk about beautiful basketball? It has been beautiful basketball these last few weeks. Beautiful. How they used to say back in the day? That's what it was. It was a beaut. Man, they getting this play in. What if they get in this play in? Do y'all know what that means? Huh? That means this team's going to be battling for a championship 1 to 2 years. Going into next year, the year after that, they can make a legitimate run at it. With health, of course. With health. I think they finally got it. Took a little while, M.U. Doka. You could say it took a little while. I mean, first year as head coach. I mean, we wanted fast results, I guess, early in the season to now. But now it's finally flipped over. And everybody's bought in. It's gorgeous. So before we get out of here, we're going to take a look at the remaining schedule for the Houston Rockets, because it's all in their hands. It's all in their hands. So let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so let's take a look at this. They have the Portland Trailblazers tonight. We're just going to automatically count that as a win in the books. Because the high streak the Rockets are on right now, teams like this shouldn't stand a chance. Too much at stake. They're hungry. They're on a mission. They know they can't drop any games, let alone to a team that has no business beating you this late in the schedule. So who do they get after that? OKC Thunder. That's going to be a good game. Rockets can just as well win that one. We've seen it and we know it. Rockets play like they've been playing through this whole streak. OKC's not going to stand a chance. So we can mark that down. And you see who's coming up next. On a Friday, March 29th, Utah Jazz again. Take them down. Mark that up. Now, on the 31st, that's going to be a real game. That could be a dogfight, Texas shootout, however you want to look at it. That's going to be the test for the Rockets. That game right there that's going to be coming up on Sunday, on the 31st. That's going to be a good test for the Rockets. Because through this whole streak, let's just say they stay undefeated until they get to the Dallas Mavericks. That's going to be the ultimate test. You beat the Dallas Mavericks, that alone should be able to propel you right into the play-in tournament. You deemed worthy. You passed the test. You go on this long streak and then you finally meet a contender and you can take them out. Sky's the limit. You might as well go ahead and run the table for the rest of the season. That's the way I look at it. Exactly the way I look at it. So who do they have after the Mavericks? Minnesota Timberwolves. That's when the stretch is going to get a little tricky. That's why I say the big test is up. It's a big test. 18 hours, 20 minutes, and 47 seconds until liftoff. Until liftoff. So they got back-to-back games that are tests. And you need a test. You need a good test when you're going into the play-in or you're trying to go to the playoffs. You need a good test. Because I guarantee you, if the Rockets take down the Dallas Mavericks, they're really going to be talking. ESPN, TNT, all the major networks, they're already looking at this team right now. And if their record was a little better or well above 500, they'll be talking more. But let them take a Golden State spot in that 10th seed in the Western Conference. You're going to hear the chatter even more then. But yeah, they take down the Mavericks, then Minnesota. You know, I don't want to get ahead of myself and just act like we just going to run this full table right now. I mean, possibly, but I'm not just going to just lay it out there like that. The work still has to be done. But I'm just letting you know the chatter will start. Ime Udoka going to start getting more accolades. This team, how he turned them around, how they finally got it, and this team is ready. So yeah, the Dallas Mavericks and the Minnesota Timberwolves, mark that down on your schedules. Those are going to be big games. That's going to let you know where the Rockets are really at this time of the season, at the very end of it. Where do they stand? Those two games will let you know that. Who they got after Minnesota? Well, what do you know? The old friendly foe. Let's go have a whole lot of things going on in that game. Whole lot of things. Might be a few ejections. Technical fouls for sure. Highs and lows. Hopefully highs for Rockets' sake. But we're going to see, man. That could be the one. That could seal the deal. Depending, if you stay on this streak, could seal the deal. Who's after that? My beloved Miami Heat. Some will say bittersweet. But I can lean back and just eat the popcorn on that one. But I will tell you this. Most people say, who do you go for when the Rockets and the Heat play each other? I said it depends on the time of season. Depends on where the records are at. Depending on what's at stake. Because really, I can just sit back and watch these two teams play. Don't feel no pressure. Be happy either way it goes. But it depends on the season, the situation, how far along you are in the schedule. All these things factor in. And right now, the stakes are more higher for the Houston Rockets. So I'll be looking for them and rooting for them to beat the Miami Heat. Heat gonna be in the playoffs. This ain't no desperation for them. Rockets need that game badly. And a whole lot more of them. So that's my position on that. Who's after the Miami Heat? Texas Showdown again. Texas Showdown again. So you just see those good handful of games they got on the back end of this schedule. Very good teams. So I say you're going to find out real quick about the pedigree of this team. See, they started this streak playing these subpar teams, below 500, muddling 500, teams that you knew they can beat. They just had to take care of business, and they took care of business. Now you feel to start getting into the other end of the schedule. These other teams would be favored, or they will say, well, the Rockets will lose this game. But since these Rockets have been on this hot streak, it's going to jolt the little minds a little differently. I mean, they could be favored in some of these games. But should be favored against Golden State for sure. And possibly the Miami Heat, because they kind of, they've been up and down. After Dallas, who we got? Orlando Magic. See, you're getting to the better end of teams in the league right now. Talk about finish strong. You got to finish very strong. Who's after Orlando? Utah again. They just won't go away. Tired of seeing this team. Put them out their misery. Send them packing. Who's after that? They go Portland again. So it's going to soften up down the stretch. Going to soften up just a little bit. Who's after that? Look who you finish it up against. Last game on the schedule. We're going to end it with the Los Angeles Clippers. Why not? You started with Harden. Now you can end with Harden. More than likely, that's just going to be one of those games where everybody's resting. Probably won't see no stars in that game. Only way, if the stakes are still high, things are still up for grabs possibly, but I don't see it. Rockets, they probably have to play it. We'll see how it turns out, but they might need that one. But the Clippers, they'll be icing some knees in that game, possibly. So that's it, folks. That's the schedule, and it's very favorable. Now it actually gives you an idea of how many games they can possibly win in a row. So no, it just don't stop at 8. Just don't stop at 8 straight. They can go to 12. I say run the table if you can. Y'all got it rolling on all cylinders. But we're going to get out of here. That game there was the best I've seen in a long time. Very long time. And I probably want to say from any team, let alone the Houston Rockets. I mean, they had everything going in that game. You look up, it was going down. Jalen Green, these last few weeks has been playing like a superstar. Putting up magnificent numbers. It will be too much to ask for to expect this man to keep this pace up. It'll be too much to ask for. I don't want to put that much pressure on him. I'm just enjoying it while it's here. If it tunes down a little bit, it tunes down a little bit. But one thing that shouldn't be tuning down is winning basketball. We can take away some of those 40, 50 points every game. But just playing the right way, that has to stay. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Thanks for your time. This is G.S.Q.H. Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. This is Making It Monday. I know it's at the beginning, but you keep waking up, you'll get to the end of it. So y'all enjoy yourselves. We out of here. Peace.